Hello everyone, and welcome to another week of those wonderful Xbox Live indie games that we just can't get enough of. This time we're looking at the games that came out for the week of June 30th to July the 6th, 2013. The first game we're starting off with is Dungeon Smash Dark Isles. We'll just get started. At least when the game responds to my button press. I did press... Okay, there we go. Just took a second for it to catch up with pressing start. Alright, now we're on the menu, except nothing's happening. Okay, oh, I'm sort of halfway between two options, I guess? Okay, no, there we go. Now things are running smoothly. I guess there must have been loading happening in the background. How unnoticeable. But now that seems that's done and everything's responding appropriately. And just listen to that wonderfully anachronistic music going on in the background. How different from that fantasy setting that we just saw in that title screen, right? We'll just start the game with the Princess's Tale, as the Dark Tower and Hall of Champions are locked off to us in the demo. At least I guess we'll start the game, since I did press the button a few seconds ago again at this point, and still nothing's happening. Oh, there we go.
As long as anyone can remember, the five kingdoms have waged bloody war with one another. But today, a council has been called, and the princesses of the five kingdoms gather in neutral Overcalyx to sign a peace treaty. On the eve of the signing of the declaration, great clouds gather above the city, blotting out the sun and casting the entire city into darkness. From the deepest of shadows come forth a horde of demonic creatures, hell-bent on the sack and ruin of the city. A host of hulking, bat-winged beasts lays siege to the high tower in the heart of the city. They breach the royal chambers and make off with the princesses toward the Dark Isles. The surviving princesses' champions swear to track down the demons and rescue their wards.
And there we have the backstory, the lore to Dungeon Smash Dark Isles. These princesses have been kidnapped, and we have to rescue them. And I'm trying to select an island, but I guess there's only one island I can select for right now, so we'll just go with that. I could choose my champion. We could choose one of four. I guess I'll just go with what appears to be the default character, Ballback. We'll just go with him. So, I mean, that seemed like a risky move to make, getting all the princesses together in one place. It is a video game, after all. And in video games, princesses are kidnapped very often. Happens all the time. So getting them all together in one place? How could anyone have expected anything else to happen? So apparently this is some backstory of Ballback speaking with his princess before the point where she was kidnapped. A touching moment between Ballback and his princess. Alright, so what kind of game is this? Alright, so you see it's overhead, top down. I'm using the right stick to swing my sword, so it's double joystick, not a shooter, because I have a sword, not a gun, but it basically... You know how this plays already, don't you? Interesting dungeon. Apparently the floors below us, there are no floors, it just disappears into a red void. Well, the princesses have been taken here somewhere, so it's Ballback's job to try to find them. And if there were 3 other players here, we could monsters. We could control the other champions as well. So, okay, 4-player game, top-down, melee, fantasy, killing monsters, and monster generators, as we just saw. So this game does seem very much like Gauntlet, except a lot slower. Which might be a mistake, because of course, if you played Gauntlet, you know the only character anyone ever picks in Gauntlet is the elf, because the elf is fast. So having a slower Gauntlet probably is not for the best. Not much going on in terms of audio. No music or anything. Just ambient noise, ambient sound. Little grunting and groaning sound effects from Ball back here. Because no one has a stronger right hand than Ball back. He works out that hand all the time. Yeah, not too many monsters, though, either, are there? Usually in a Gauntlet-style game, you do have a large amount of monsters coming after you. Not happening here. Only very few. And also, we can't see too much of where we're going, because anything that represents walls, as you can see, has this sort of shadow effect going on, blocking our viewpoint. Seems like I've gone around in a circle, if I'm not wrong. Did not see anywhere else we could go. Can't get down there because of the gap. Oh, hold on. No, wait, I was here before, wasn't I? Wonder if there's a map? Pressing all buttons, none of them results in a map. Right, so I guess that's Dungeon Smash Dark Isles. I guess that's it, unless in the next few seconds I can find where... Oh, hold on, I think this must be new. Oh, okay, I guess that was the exit. Might as well go in. I didn't really see anything representing an exit. But apparently there must be one right there. We're venturing deeper, even though from what we saw it looked like that the next floor was actually... Oh, we won't need to worry about that then. Ballback's adventures are over because the demo time limit is over as well. Will Ballback ever rescue the princesses, including his beloved? I guess the only way to find out is to buy Dungeon Smash Dark Isles if you wanted to. You could do that. It's there, an exploit for you, just for you if you want it. And 3 other people, 4 people. Maybe it's good with 4 people. Maybe it's fun if you have 4 people sitting around the Xbox to play multiplayer. Because that was always the best way to play Gauntlet as well. So maybe I should not judge just playing the single player when it's obviously made for 4. But it's just me for right now. So that's Dungeon Smash Dark Isles. Maybe get 3 other people around to try to play it. See how that goes. These creations are sick! They're totally sick. These creations. Especially this one, Toy Plane. The sickest of all creations. Let's see what Toy Plane is about. Toy Plane... Oh, hold on. A fully motioned video intro. How about that? You don't see that too often in XBlick. Okay, so we can choose difficulty, preschool, normal, impossible. We can choose a level, though I think in the demo we can only go in the bedroom. What do we do with a toy plane in the bedroom? Let's find out. Alright, here's a toy plane. Press A to fly plane up, release A to fly plane down. You've probably played games that control like that before. We automatically go forward, we tap A and release A to try to keep level, and we get stuff. As... Uh-oh, I missed that star and the coin. I have to restart. We must do better. We have a aspiring toy pilot in this plane doing his best to try to get all the collectibles. It's still not good enough. I still have to restart. I will get all 3 stars for our aspiring pilot. He has hopes and dreams of becoming the best of all toy plane pilots. He starts off with humble beginnings in the bedroom, and we did it. Though I don't really know how this is supposed to work. If you look at the background, that's the floor, so we're looking like top down on the floor, so the toy plane is actually sideways with the left wing pointing to the ground. I don't really know how that works, but apparently it does in the world of toy plane. That was done. Going through the rings makes us faster, and I am... oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, we're back. Okay. It looked like our aspiring pilot had suffered a fiery death in the toy plane, unable to get out, flesh burning from his bones and muscles. Nothing he could do. Fortunately, that did not happen, and we continue on, though I missed the star, which makes us a failure. Oh. But our pilot is persistent, and he will continue to do this course until all stars are obtained. Look at all this missing and dying in fiery death. Toy plane, a little dark. Though, of course, we do not hear the screams of the dying. So it's a family game, after all. Imagine it'd be rated E for everyone if it was rated, which XSplit games are not. There we go. We just have to be a little slower, take our time, and we got everything. That's right. Collect all 6 coins to unlock... Ooh, the bonus level! Secret levels! I guess we finished the bedroom. What? This is the bathroom, I guess. We're submerged. Oh wait, no, we can't actually do the bathroom. It's only available in the full game. Again, my favorite thing, demos on XSplit, in which it would just be too much to let you play for 8 minutes uninterrupted. You just can't give that much of the game away for free, I'm afraid. So that's Toy Plane, I guess. It looks nice. I mean, it looks better than a lot of XSplit games do. Visual style is alright, and runs smoothly. So there's that. But if you want to play a game where you tap a button to keep a plane in the air, you've probably played that before, and you probably don't have much of a desire to play another one. But if you did, Toy Plane's here, you probably don't. But this was Toy Plane on XSplit. Oh, don't we all love hamsters? Especially when they help us make games. Games like Psychic Warrior Susan! Let's listen to this music for a little bit. It's alright. Let's play it. Okay, there's a story in Psychic Warrior Susan. Young women with special powers fighting the underworld. And then these things appear. They look kind of menacing. Okay, they need Susan to retrieve the sword of MacGuffin. There's Susan. We can jump. We can't do anything else right now, though. Look at her go. She truly has superpowers, as we can tell. Some sort of weird futurescape going on in the background. I thought she was in school, but... Oh, there's an enemy. Don't want to touch that. I think they kind of skipped the part where she was transported somewhere else. Because this is definitely not a high school right now. Yep, what is that even in the background? It's a bridge in some weird building. I have not seen a school like that. Mine did not look like that. Don't think it did. It's been a while. Do have a health bar. Oh, but I was able to jump that enemy without getting hit. It's ominous music. What does Susan's destiny have in store? As she's been recruited by weird-looking things, apparently to fight other weird-looking things. Can't fight them yet, because there's the sword. Speaking of which, it's kind of a weird-looking sword, too. Okay, we have the sword. We can swing our sword. Susan is automatically a sword master. So now we can do combat with the things. The menacing things that go back and forth in a determined path. I mean, they hurt us if they touch us. I don't know if they're doing that deliberately. They can't seem to control where they're going. We can definitely control whether or not we avoid them or whether we kill them, so maybe Susan's the real monster here. Maybe that's the twist to Psychic Warrior Susan. She seems kind of depressed, looking at her face as she's running along. Doesn't seem like she wants to be here at all. Yep, more of this. It is a nice sun-setting sky in the background, that photo they took, however. Alright, we have to... She's called Psychic Warrior Susan. It's time to be psychic. Yep, using our psychic powers is a pain. We can use them to move blocks. This is how we use psychic powers, gentlemen. Oh, well, hold on. Alright, there we go. Can move stuff out of the way, manipulate our environment, completely controllable environments with psychic powers. It's quite impressive. Can block them for where they're going. Keep pressing the wrong buttons. So I can stop him from coming back down by putting that block there. What do you think about that? That's psychic. Psychic, son. Psychic powers. Oh, I blocked myself, though. Well, I mean, we only just started using our powers recently. Susan doesn't have too much control over what she does quite yet, until she becomes the Psychic Master, which will happen eventually, I would assume. Alright, put that there. Music hasn't changed, has it? It's still just kind of thumbing along in the background. I mean, I guess I'm moving along, using psychic powers. Oh, there's a heart, and killing enemies, so the game works at least. Has that going for it. Maybe it sounds like an odd thing to say, but we've played plenty of games on XBLIG which could not be considered to be working. Right? Whether or not it's good is a different story, but it seems functional. Using our powers to manipulate elements of the environment to give us the platforms we need to reach our goal. It's not a bad idea. Range of her sword is very short. Have to get up right up close to these flying things to hit them. Not especially the most interesting enemies as well. Oh, hold on, we got... What? What is that? Some kind of boss? Maybe? I don't know. Alright, I killed it anyway. Great, go us. I don't know what that was. But it's dead now, before we got a chance to understand it or its ways. Okay, it's not a boss. Oh, Death is not the end, says Psychic Warrior Susan. Death is only the beginning. Now, look at me using these psychic powers to stop these enemies in their tracks. Oh. That thing kills me pretty quickly. Gotta get something up to block it very quickly. I mean, it's not fun or anything, but I'm kind of curious just to keep playing it, see where this goes. Do we get any more psychic powers? Does Psychic Warrior Susan become even more of a psychic warrior? Look at us manipulate the environment. These poor fools don't know what hit them. Oh no. Death is not the end, they say. But it is an inconvenience. Oh yeah. Alright. I guess that probably should be the end for us and Psychic Warrior Susan. It's yeah. Side-scrolling, hack and slash. Okay, we didn't have much time left anyway. Platformer. Psychic Warrior Susan on Xbox Live Indie Games. Help Susan reach her full potential as a Psychic Warrior. It's up to you. You can do that. You can help her do it on XBlig. It's released. You can get it. Help her become a Psychic Warrior. And the last game released for the week of June 30th, July 6th, 2013, on Xbox Live Indie Games is Magnetized. How do we play Magnetized? This is level 1. Level 1 complete. Alright, okay, now we do something. Oh, I burst that block. Alright, so this is Magnetized. We have to get the block from the entrance to the exit, and we have to manipulate it using forces. Stage 11, what? Like this. Sort of swing that box around. Will it touch the wall? No. Got out before it touched that wall and burst. Very sharp corner right... Oh, no. Went too soon. It's a very sharp corner right here. And... Oh, I think I got that. Yes, I did. You can see how this works. We have different cubes, however, that can do different things. For example, we have purple ones. Just letting us know right here. Yeah, it gets purple. You didn't think it would, but it does. Purples can do this. Much of a faster pull, but does not affect the momentum otherwise, because it just keeps on going its straight path after it's released, like this. And you see it's combining the two kinds of paths. Stage 32. What? I don't think we went through that many stages. No, that did not work. The purple ones don't seem very difficult to use. The blue ones, though... much more room for error, it seems, with those. I mean, for something so simple, for what little is here, the game looks alright. No, not much in the way of audio going on, or any kind of other presentation. And honestly, I don't think it's a fun game? I don't think that's gonna make it. I mean, it's puzzles. Momentum-based puzzles, if that's what you're into. I think that one is gonna make it. Alright. Yep, there we go. And we got yellows, too. Multiple colors of every kind. Or maybe you might consider that to be more of a gold. Alright, what does the yellow do? Does this. Can teleport the block, cross a wall. I'm going to combine that with others now. Well, actually, no, there are no yellow cubes right here. I have to use blue to swing that around. Did that too late. Failed the black cube. Not too early. So this is basically how this seems to go. Keep doing it over and over again, trying to get it just right. This is not working. No, that didn't work. Actually, I think yeah, I'm holding on to it too long. I have to get the purple one to go. If I can get the block down to the purple path, I have to let go and then use the purple block, I think, is what I'm doing wrong here. Like that? Yep, like that. Okay, there we go. So not really much else going on right now. In Magnetized. I shouldn't have done that the second time. No crafting of any kind, no zombies, so obviously this won't sell very well on XSplit. Seems like that the blues are really the only challenge here. Yellows and purples are not difficult to use at all. But blues, you have to get the momentum just right. And I'm not getting it just right. Oh, okay, that was close. Didn't notice the moving thing until it was too late. I'm sure you're excited watching this gameplay of Magnetized. Like I said, this is the last game. No. Need to let go more, I guess, for purple to activate. This was the last game released this week, last week really, for Xbox Live Indie Games. Sparse week. I mean, that's only 4 games. There we go. Oh, I guess that was the end of the demo. Alright. You see there's a whole bunch of levels, and we can't access them unless we play the full game. Alright. That's level 60? That doesn't look difficult compared to the other things we played. Maybe it's deception. Maybe it's harder than it looks. So that's it for, I don't know, that's it for Xbox Live Indie Games this week. Week of June 30th to July 6th, 2013. Not much at all really coming out. Unless you want to give Psychic Warrior Susan a go. Help Susan defeat the bad guys, become Psychic Warrior. So, that's it for this week. I don't know, really not much to say about this week. Maybe people were on vacation. Maybe all those Xbox Live Indie Games developers taking a break. Maybe next week will just be a flood, an ocean of indie games coming out. Of all kinds of genres and qualities. But hey, there were no games this week that had zombies in them. No games in them this week that had Minecraft in them. So that's something, right? Little milestones. Little milestones. That's all you can really ask for on Xbox Live Indie Games. But that's it for this week. I'll see you next time. We'll see if a larger number of games come out. Next time. Next week.